So imagine you're walking through the park and you see a parent and their young child, and you overhear the parent saying, "Hey, Bobby, you can do anything you want in life. Anything is possible." And you walk by and you start to think about this. Is this true? Can Bobby really do anything? And whether or not that is true, should their parent be telling them this? I'm going to explore this concept of limiting and empowering beliefs in this video. And at the end of the video, I'm going to share 2 extremely empowering beliefs for us idealist types that have served me extremely well in my own life. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dan. This is Dreams Around the World. Here, my mission is to help you become the best version of yourself, all while creating the most awesome life possible for you and those you love. So if you're new here, do consider subscribing. Now, this concept of truth when it comes to beliefs is something that's being discussed more and more. I don't know if you listen to podcasts, but if you do, you'll hear people like Jordan Peterson or Sam Harris discussing, truth, what is real. And what I want to discuss is not necessarily the truth of a belief, but whether or not it serves us. So let's go back to Bobby and this belief that when he grows up, he can do absolutely anything. Now, we all know that's probably not true, right? Michael Jordan proved this. Even the great Michael Jordan, when he made a run at baseball, it was like, no, not exactly, going to work for you, right? Of course, we can't do anything. I mean, on this channel, we talk a lot about personality types, ENFPs, INFPs, all this MBTI stuff. And of course, part of that is, here's what you're really good at, and here's what you're not good at. But will that serve you as a belief? Will studying all the weaknesses of your personality type and coming out and saying, I can never do this stuff. I'm bad at this and I'm bad at this, and let's have a realistic game plan. For me, I think it is hogwash. I think that will not serve you. And if you pay attention on this channel when I talk about personality type and I talk about different types, I'm primarily talking about superpowers, how to use your strengths, and maybe ways to work around some of our weaknesses. Whereas you might find on other channels or just reading different literature and stuff, a focus on like, this type sucks at this type sucks at that. And for me, I don't find that that serves a purpose. Not because I don't believe in truth, not because I don't think there is an objective reality, because in many ways there is, within reason, but because your beliefs will ultimately shape your life. Yes, Michael Jordan eventually found out he could not play professional baseball at the level that he wanted to. But I'm pretty sure if Michael Jordan didn't believe in himself and believe he was capable of things like changing sports mid-career, then he probably would never have become the Michael Jordan we know. That belief is what got him where he is today. So let's look at this belief. I can do anything. Well, let's look at the opposite of that is, I can't do much. I can't do anything. I'm not that capable. Things are hard. Things are impossible. If you ask me and I have to choose between one of those 2 beliefs for me to believe in, for my future kids to believe in, for the people around me to believe in, 100 times out of 100, I'm going to choose to believe I can do anything. Yes, perhaps not factually true. I certainly can't eat peanuts, but I would rather believe that than the alternative, because that is going to put me in a solution-oriented, goal-driven mindset. If I believe I can do anything, then I'm going to focus on what I want to do. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll figure out how to do it. And you know what I found? A lot of people who are more fact-focused, they're obsessed with things being objective and with arguing based on the external factors. Again, I'm not dismissing those. I do believe we live in a real world, and I don't think if you visualize a parking spot, it magically appears for you. But I have found that people who are really fact-oriented often have a lot of trouble making decisions and making things happen. They get lost in their head, they overanalyze way too much, they think through every possible alternative, every way something could work out before they even start off going after it. Whereas if you think, hey, I can do anything, then you're gonna look at things like, okay, I can do anything. So I wanna start my own business. So what business would I wanna start? You're not thinking, what if it fails? Oh my God, this is so hard. Did you know that 9 out of 10 small businesses fail? You're not thinking about any of that. You're just thinking about what you want to do, what would excite you, what your goal is, maybe what your vision is 5 years from now with your awesome business. And that is going to give you the energy to actually make things happen, to move things forward. And then, yeah, you're going to hit some realities at some point, but you're probably going to be better off dealing with them with the attitude of I can do anything, including solving these problems, than the attitude of like, no, I can't do anything. This is hard. There's no solution, right? I think you get what I'm saying. And this brings me to another extremely disempowering belief that is becoming more and more present. And it's the 1%, the anti-capitalist, the money is evil. Now, in my part of the world, I'm filming this in Prague where I live, you're not going to find a lot of people talking about how great communism is because they've lived under it. But in other parts, maybe back home in North America, this is becoming some romanticized world. And believing that capitalists are evil, that all rich people are bad. You know, you only get money by cheating and stealing. I was out for dinner last night with a friend who does a lot of investing. That's a big part of his world. And yet at the same time, he holds some beliefs that are anti-capitalist, that basically most money is received through stealing, through manipulating. That's his belief system. That's never been my belief system. Now, I am very confident there is a certain part of the real estate and finance world, the big banks that are just the most evil people in the world, and I'm not a fan. But I'm also aware that a vast majority of self-made people made it through creating value, made it through entrepreneurship, made it through actually doing something for society. Do you really think that all the wealth out there is people who've just like stolen it and never got in trouble? You know, when you look at you look through the billionaire list, like how did Oprah get rich? Well, she made a show, people like it, she helps people, she got money. Rich musicians, actors, directors, they create something, people like it, they get money for it. Same goes for athletes and everyone else. And I'm not bringing this up to engage in some debate on the right economic system or whether or not people who make money are sometimes cheats. But think about this belief. If you have to choose your belief, and I do believe most of the time we are choosing our beliefs as we get older, as we form our own opinions. And you can either believe that people who have money get it through stealing, or you can believe that people who have wealth, the vast majority of them, gain it through giving value and through contributing to the world. You have these two beliefs. What effect do you think these beliefs will have on you? If you are an honest person, if you believe in giving back to the world and being authentic, which I hope you do if you're a fan here at the channel, if that's your belief system and you simultaneously believe that people who have a lot of money are cheats, they steal, they manipulate, and you believe that you want to be honest and contribute, do you really think you're ever going to make any kind of money? Do you wonder why maybe you have trouble marketing yourself, selling yourself, succeeding? What are you going to do? You're going to work hard to become the person you hate? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, right? Where if you believe that people who have money, primarily, yes, evil bankers, I'm all for that. Trust me, I have so much hatred in my heart for so many companies and types of people. But if you believe that the vast majority of people who have wealth earn that wealth through hard work, through giving value, through contributing on some level, then what's that going to do to your behavior? Well, you're probably going to work harder. You're probably going to look for ways to contribute, to give value. And probably, from my little bit of knowledge of economics and entrepreneurship, those actions are going to lead you to actually earn money, to actually contribute, and to actually do something. So just something to think about. I'm not here to change your worldview, but something to consider. If the beliefs you have, whether they're political, economic, personal, what impact are those actually going to have on your actions? And is it possible that those beliefs are holding you back from getting where you want to go because there's an internal conflict you've created for yourself? Now, I promised that at the end of the video, I would share two really empowering beliefs that have served me very well. The first one, I believe I say adopted from Tony Robbins at some point early in my life, which is there is always a way. You might not know the way, you might not be on the path, but there is always a way. So if you know where you want to go and you are here and you want to be here, there is always a way. All you need to do is figure out that way. That has been a game-changing belief for me, because then when you struggle, you don't change your goal, you don't quit, you just say, I gotta find the way. I gotta find a better path. there's always a way. I love that belief, and ingrain that in your head if you can, if you agree with me that it could be a helpful belief. And the second belief is that those who give value and who contribute are rewarded for it. Those who give value and contribute get rewarded for it. I think that's really important, because if you believe that working hard and contributing and giving value will get you rewarded, you're going to do it more. And most likely, if you've made it this far in the video, and if you're a subscriber here on the channel, and if you're not, hit subscribe, then you are someone who wants to give value, who wants to contribute to society. But if you believe that only evil people who steal ever get rewarded, then why would you bother giving value? Why would you bother contributing? Why would you bother going out of your way to do something? You wouldn't. And then you'd hold back those gifts you have to give the world. Now, keep in mind, there are people who don't give value and don't contribute who also get rewarded, sometimes in the short term, sometimes in the long term. Yes, sleazy bankers and these sorts of people may often be reaping rewards that they do not deserve in our opinions. But that's not the belief. The belief is that if you give value, and that means people actually have to want what you're doing or what you're giving or what you're selling, if you give value consistently, if you work hard and if you contribute, you will be rewarded. Those are the two empowering beliefs that have served me extremely well in my life, and I continue to refer back to as my own kind of compass on the world. Do you have any empowering beliefs of your own? Or perhaps through this video you've discovered one or two disempowering beliefs, beliefs that may have been holding you back? Share them below in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and the bell if you aren't yet a part of this awesome community here at Dreams Around the World. And until next time, catch you soon. Ciao.